Oh no.
Avenging.
All right, so welcome to our first Fallout game in quite a while. Um, we have a new player joining us. Our oldest son, Aiden,
Hi.
will be joining us for this soft reboot slash relaunch. Um, for those of you who have been playing along, or the few people who have actually watched the stream, time has passed since our last game. In the game time. Since the nuke dropped on the vault that you guys had found, it's been a couple of months. There's been kind of like a mad rush of people into the area. Oddly, not fleeing from the nukes, but knowing that there is pre-war tech out here, apparently, has created kind of a almost like the California gold rush. Only instead of precious metals, they're looking for pre-war tech. So it's basically like a kind of a boom town in a lot of places. The Brotherhood of Steel have put boots on the ground, trying to control the flow of technology that might be found, as they tend to do. There's rumors out there that some of the smaller gangs are starting to coalesce into larger gangs to confront the Brotherhood of Steel. So things are kind of heating up on that front, kind of like how outlaw gangs would sometimes team up, like the James Younger gang, that sort of thing. It's starting to become very much a Wild West out there. In the 2 months that have passed, AB has teamed up with Buddy, and the two of them are basically becoming like wandering lawmen, going from settlement to settlement, dealing out justice. The rest of you have basically not necessarily hunkered down, but taken up, we're going to say, kind of a nomadic lifestyle, not really putting down roots any place, kind of just going where the work is, like migrant workers in a way.
Well, what about all of the benches that we had spent the last few months collecting?
They are still available. They are a ways away. And the biggest problem is the fact that with the Brotherhood of Steel being in the area, drawing their attention to those is probably something you don't want to do, but they are available should you need them. There was a robot workbench and a chem bench in back in Paradise. So those things are still available, but they're like several days away from where you currently are. So they're not off the map by any stretch. They're just a little ways away. Basically, a lot of people who didn't want to deal with the Brotherhood in any real official capacity have basically moved a little bit further inland away from the coast. But in this time, you guys have met another ghoul, a gentleman named Smiths, who would probably get along quite well with Oakland, since he is also a scientist.
Who is Oakland?
Oakland is played by Mike, a friend of ours from out west.
Nice.
Pleasure to meet you. Me, the guy that was asking about the workbenches. I am a robotics engineer, Oakland.
Nice. Smiths.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
So yes, everybody can take a moment to kind of reintroduce their character.
I guess since I started, I may as well go with this. Hi, I'm Oakland. Just another survivor out here, living on the wastelands. But there's something about robots. You know, guns, lasers, the technology. There's something about it. I spent a lot of time fixing up robots over the last few years, and I'm glad they're out there doing their job. Let's hope we can find some more robots that we can get up on the, right side of things again, saving these poor folk out here.
I'm Boise. I'm I'm the resident scout and marksman. There's been hints of ties to other military organizations in the background, but nothing concrete has come up. Just hints here and there based on things he's known and actions he's taken.
It's only
He's just a standard survivor human. No ghoul here.
It's only alleged war crimes. It's okay.
It's only alleged until they find out what you do.
Yeah. But if there's no witnesses, it's all still alleged.
It's only a war crime the first. It's not a war crime the first time.
There's a lot of people that would beg to differ with that statement.
Yikes.
I'm Smith. I'm a ghoul out from Washington. Mainly wearing just like regular clothing and a lab coat with an army helmet. You don't want to get shot in your brain. Carrying, real notably, a syringer and an energy pistol. And he's got different, probably syringes, vials, etc. strewn about. And pretty sure I said I'm a ghoul. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm Anita. I play
Rebecca, Georgia. Rebecca's a ghoul. She used to be a doctor way back in the day. And yeah. Now she goes around providing medical services for those in need.
Services.
Oh, for a minute there, my Control F wasn't working on my PDF. I'm like, what? How am I going to find things?
Oh no!
All right. In the downtime, I discussed with Mike way early when we were on hiatus. He has like a little. Oakland has a little iBot that he's kind of patched together, and essentially we're going to treat it like the dog meat perk. So once he takes the appropriate perk, he can start to upgrade that, just like dog meat upgrades. So you should have access to the character sheet for it there, Mike. I think.
I was going to say, which mic?
See, I refer to B as B.
Yes.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
And you can name it whatever you want. I thought Igor was a good name, but since it's an iBot, but I don't know if Apple will have issues with that or not.
It's not Igor, it's Igor.
That's right. All right. So you guys have basically been scrounging together what work you can here and there, enough to not necessarily keep the lights on because Fallout, but, enough to keep yourselves fed, your weapons maintained, ammunition, that sort of thing. As we start, you guys are in the process of, as a group, just trying to like hunt down probably some radstag, trying to get some meat on the table.
That never goes wrong.
PC is being stupid and not letting me connect to the internet at the moment. So
Oh,
I
no.
might have to get you to
Oh,
roll
no.
my dice for me.
Yeah.
But can I make a perception-based check through my iBot to see if I could see any movement in the area from overhead? I know it won't be able to tell exactly what things are because of the foliage and scrub brush and wasteland everywhere, but it might be able to pick up a bit of movement and point us in the right direction. Unless somebody's got a... wait a minute. B. Boise. You're a really good hunter, right?
Yeah, more than a little.
This should help you, right? I haven't had to go hunting for food in ages. Can't believe we're this broke. Shit.
Yeah, go on, eat canned dog meat and swim along.
So yeah, Boise, you can give me a perception and survival roll.
Wow, it's been that long since I've rolled anything. I know what I'm re-rolling.
All right.
Hmm.
Perfect. So yeah, and for Aiden, we'll explain the system and the Foundry implementation as we go along.
Okay.
On your character sheet, if you click the skill, it'll pull up a little menu. Most rolls are 2d20. You can spend action points to buy additional dice.
Mm-hmm.
And the target number is your attribute plus your skill. That's what you're trying to roll equal to or less.
Mm-hmm.
The more successes you get, you'll either succeed based on the difficulty, and you will generate action points that go into a party pool that can then be spent to do extra actions, buy extra dice, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Luck can be used to re-roll a single d20 or up to 3 challenge dice, up to 3 of the d6s. We will, like I said, and also if you right-click on a skill on your character sheet, you get a drop-down menu. So if instead of rolling perception plus survival, it was endurance plus survival, you can just right-click, select endurance, and it'll do all the calculations for you.
Yeah, because endurance is the default normally for survival.
Yeah.
But not a lot of rolls, you're not doing the defaults.
Yeah, especially for survival. I don't know why they didn't default to perception for it, but no.
Forced march, I guess.
Well, it's environmental factors like every pool of water has radiation in it. Surviving versus the heat and cold, because we don't have the best of clothing or protective gear
Oh, true.
anymore, and things like that. That's why I think they went that way for the endurance, because it's your body enduring the harsh environment that you're in.
True. All right. But yeah, as you guys are, making your way through this, kind of not necessarily forest, but more like overgrown roadway. And it's warm. It is late July in the post-nuclear California. It is quite warm. You're rationing your water as trained survivors. But the heat and the sun is just kind of beating down on you, and you're happy for whatever shade you can happen to find.
Remember, you guys stay hydrated.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a little trickier when you can't just drink from the first pool of water you come across necessarily.
And Boise.
Yeah, well, it does mean that we can save all that fresh water for you guys, though.
Appreciate it, dude.
And Boise, as you're keeping your eye out, looking for any sign of rad stagger or any other. I mean, obviously not something big like a Yao Guai, but.
Well, you keep your eye out for that just in case.
Keeping an eye out for that for completely different reasons.
But you do see, kind of walking through, the trees, a large shape. And at first you're like, oh shit! You kind of everybody kind of gets down, just in case it is a Yao Guai or, God forbid, a Deathclaw. And as it moves, you can hear the whirring sound of servo motors. And since you got the 2 successes, as it kind of steps into view, it's a fairly battered and cobbled together suit of T60 power armor.
We get someone in a suit of power armor up ahead.
Does it look like any of the other Raider power armors we've encountered over the past?
No, it looks still mostly, it's beat to shit, but it looks still mostly military issue. Other than how beat up it is.
It's moving.
What color scheme is it rocking? Is it doing the Brotherhood of Steel paint, or is it one of the other factions?
The parts that are still painted, where the paint hasn't like flecked off or rusted off, is Brotherhood of Steel colors.
Yeah, it's BOS, but it's not. Not in good shape. So if it's,
They always keep their stuff in good
yeah,
shape.
you get
But what
yourself
if
in
it's,
shit if you don't.
Scouts that got into a bit of bullshit. Because Suns and Stars knows there's a lot of bullshit out here. Wasteland.
And
Just a little bit.
as you're watching, the power runner, it kind of stumbles along a little bit, and then kind of like plops down on like a fallen tree. The tree like cracks under the weight.
Is it face down?
It sits, but in a very ungainly manner.
No, I'm asking if the power core is exposed at the back. Can I go back there and just pull the power core out of it?
It is not exposed.
He's definitely sitting, but that's a fuck. What have I been doing with my life? Kind of sit.
Yeah, kind of. He takes his helmet off. You can see it's an old guy. He's probably 70.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. He was a Brotherhood of Steel scout way back before the Brotherhood got here.
Kind of like reaches into like this almost comically oversized pack. Roots around with like the big gauntlets, pulls out like some water, kind of like douses his face, drinks some.
Do you think we ought to introduce ourselves?
Well, if we're gonna, now's the best chance.
Helmet off.
Yep.
Did he have any weapons in hand? Don't remember you describing him carrying anything. But,
Nothing in hand. You can give me a perception and survival roll, though.
if you don't mind clicking the dice for me.
All right.
He's even in a battered T60 suit. He's got weapons because his fists
are gonna damn well hurt.
Yeah.
You got a complication there, Mike. And no successes.
Okay. What's my horrible complication?
All right. So you try to step forward, see if you can get a better look. And you'd like step into kind of trip over some vines.
Do the stumble, fall out from behind the hiding position, look at him. Oh shit!
Yeah.
Do the backwards dog crawl. Oh god, no!
Yeah.
Don't shoot me.
He said this name of the game, guys. We're done for the night.
You do take 1 point of damage and fall prone.
Okay.
And he doesn't necessarily whirl, but he does.
It's not that spry anymore.
He is not that spry anymore. But he does, rather than reaching for any sort of weapon, he just kind of like holds up a gauntleted hand.
Yep.
Says,
Well, we don't have a face anymore, do we?
No, Malibu's on hiatus.
Yeah. Oh shit. What's your guys' charisma like?
I haven't had a face in a long time, so
I have a charisma of 7.
Yeah, our doctor / merchant was our second best.
Yeah. Okay, Doc. I think you need some help.
Yeah.
Sorry, we weren't sure.
I'm going to put on my formal clothing and my formal hat. Shimmy quick into that.
okay, so he's like holding up his hand, and you're like, just a second, I'm getting dressed.
Yeah.
Trying to get decent here.
first impressions. They're very important.
First impressions are important. They can be life or death.
See?
Nothing says Fallout like the quick change of clothing for the most optimum stuff.
Yeah.
Right. In the meantime, since my character is like obsessive over technology, cautiously approach and eye up the armor. That's still running pretty good there for being so beaten up, old man.
Oh, well, parts are hard to come by, but I maintain it as best I can. Are you alone?
Nah, got some
Hi,
friends. Doc's
Hey
coming.
there.
And Rebecca will come out, hands in the air. She's
Wave them around like she just don't care.
she's a ghoul. It's not the first time that someone would have shot at her just for the sake of her being a ghoul.
Truth.
Hey there. How's it going?
I've been better.
My name's Dr. Rebecca Georgia.
Oh, Scribe Galen.
Scribe Galen, Brotherhood of Steel.
Told ya.
You're a long way out here.
Yeah, I came from station out at Listening Point Echo down the way there.
Hmm.
Something bad must have happened to have you crawling out looking like this.
Well, monitoring broadcasts, seeing if if any of the settlements need help, organizing communication between the different units. But got a distress call from a vertibird that went down. Sent out for reinforcement, but they're days away. So thought, well, take the old boy out for a run, but it's a lot harder than I remember.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
And actually, those who are trained in medicine can give me an intelligence and medicine roll.
I'm trained in medicine.
Sadly, I'm not wearing my lab coat, and I can't do a quick change that fast. But I
Ooh,
will roll the medicine.
I am wearing a lab coat.
I'm trained, but I'm definitely a first aid person. I'll let that one stand. That makes sense.
The
That's
problems
not-
of the flesh I leave to you.
I gotta find my lab coat page. One sec.
Yeah.
So-
So the lab coat lets you re-roll one die.
For free.
And if you click on the science or the medicine check,
Yeah.
if you have a lab coat in your inventory and it's equipped, a box will show up on the dice roller page that says lab coat with a checkbox beside it. Just check that off.
Oh, nice.
I
I haven't paid attention to all of the updates that they've done in the Foundry system.
I don't see a lab coat checkbox yet. Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So on your lab coat, or when you're in the apparel tab,
Mm-hmm.
I may not have added it to a
Over.
sheet yet.
Oh, you did not. No worries.
oh, okay,
Then yeah, just
never mind.
Yeah. you know the bonus for it.
Abilities, and then I click medicine, and then I just leave it at 2, right? Because I'm not going to spend any action points.
Yep.
Yeah, and we're not assisting, so you don't have to drop into 1. It's all just individual noticing.
Perfect. There you go. And just so you know, Aiden, anything that you have as a tag skill, if you roll equal to or less than this skill level, that'll count as 2 successes.
Okay.
But
I'll leave that. Yeah.
Yep. So both Smiths and Rebecca, you can tell. Galen here. Galen is old for a human. He's. Your first guess, he was like 70s, but probably the north side of 70.
Probably the oldest human I've seen in at least a century.
And you can see his eyes have a cloudiness to them,
Uh-oh.
cataracts.
Can I try to do I guess a vision check on him? I'll step in, try to find his range of focus. How many fingers? I don't know, how far out can he see?
not far. And when he like reaches down to like grab some food out of his pack, even with the power armor, because power armor just augments your own movements, there's like a tremble. Like this is not a man that is a danger to anyone other than maybe himself.
I think the power armor is actually the only thing keeping him alive right now.
Could be.
Can I do a science check and see how... Or like, I'm trained in repair. What's the state of his armor?
For both you and Oakland, it's cobbled together from what parts he could find, but aside from the rust and everything, like the cosmetics are dinged up, but other than that, it seems to be fully functional.
Well, that's impressive. It's
How's
ugly,
the
but it
state of
works.
the,
It's like me.
The state of the core. How much power does it still have?
That too.
So, I got probably about a half a charge or so. I got enough to get to the vertibird, I think. Probably enough to get back.
Where is this vertibird? What direction?
According to my readings I took before I left the listening post, it's about maybe another half a day. Maybe.
I look at the others, look at the old man, and say, we can take care of the distress beacon for you. You're in no shape to be out here, even with your armor.
I'd like to go check out a vertibird. That sounds kind of cool.
Right? They literally talked me out of putting points into fly or pilot vehicle. Because I had put points in it originally when I wrote up the character. Like, you'll never get to fly a vertibird. Like, here we are going on a vertibird mission.
I don't think
let's
it's
go
gonna
do
be.
it.
I don't think it's gonna be working, but I'd like to see what it has.
It's functional enough to fly. It's going to have people that won't let you fly it.
I know, but they might let me watch.
Yeah.
Quick. This is a quick out of character question. How do we are we good with the Brotherhood of Steel, or are we not good with them? Because they're
I don't
I
think
mean,
You're
We haven't
neutral
really
until they
encountered them.
tell you that you're not.
Okay. I don't know if we had a group consensus or not, but okay, cool.
No, we haven't had any dealings with them yet as a group.
Perfect.
Well, we have a couple of ghouls in our party, so we tend to stay away from them
Yeah.
because they're purists, right?
That's
They
unlucky
want
when
all.
That's really unlucky when you're a ghoul that kind of wants to join them, but I'll figure that out on my own.
That's where you go. That's why you should have turned south when you hit Nevada and gone to Vegas. Could join the followers.
I missed the signpost.
So,
Yeah, I mean, do you guys seem capable?
oh yeah, we're great.
Yeah.
About as good as we can be. Anyways,
I mean, I can. I got some caps I can pay.
what we want is a bit more than just some caps, though. You're a listening post. We're a merc group that literally has been working in the area for the last however long we've been together. And we need a more steady paying gig. Answering these distress calls and stuff will give us a steady paying gig. So here's our comm channels. Open a line to us. And if we can respond to it, I'm sure the Brotherhood will pay us. Right?
Yeah, I'm sure I can talk to them about that.
Somebody give an insight on that. Oakland's kind of dumb when it comes to humans.
Insight.
We'll call it.
Can I get a read on him?
Call it perception and speech.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, he himself, I mean, he's a scribe. He doesn't have the authority to make such agreements, but the idea, like, he's definitely not opposed to the idea at all.
Well, and giving us a heads up when there's SOSs in area will put us in a more advantageous position to gain Brotherhood of Steel.
Rep.
Yeah, exactly. And then they might not shoot our ghoul friends.
Mm.
It's like, no, the folks I work with, they're good people, but well, here still, I mean, I'd feel obligated to pay you. You know, if you're gonna do work for pay, then I feel like I should pay you for this.
I mean, no one ever turns caps down, right?
Nope.
Yeah, well, pretty sure I agreed to that already. I just wanted a radio line open as well, so we could earn some Brotherhood rep.
Oh, yeah. I'll talk to the knights and I'll see. I mean, honestly, there's not always a lot of things. I mean, most nights I just transcribe things that I hear. Not a lot of excitement. Probably for the best, really.
I'm sure you hear where raiders are doing business and stuff.
Most days I'm just busy trying to keep the rad roaches out of my tato patch.
Good luck.
But
Wish you the best in that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of your squad, Scribe?
it's me at the listing post. I mean, it's just a listing post. You know, there's folks down at the base further south. But that's why, you know, this distress call from the down vertibird. They're gonna be, you know, a couple days at least before they can get here.
Oh, we don't have that freaking Pip-Boy anymore.
Nope.
I used my data pad that I got from that place with the map.
Okay.
And I asked them to ping the location on the map so that we can head there.
Perfect. All right, so he rumbles into this pack again. He pulls out like this, like actual like paper map. Kind of looks at your data pad. Despite his advanced age, he seems to be quite technologically knowledgeable.
Damn, analog.
And he basically marks, it's like, okay, this is where this is where the listing post is. When you get close, you can't miss it. It's a big tower, really hard to miss. The vertibird, I believe, went down around Barity Gulch. It kind of like points that out on your map too. It's an uninhabited area. Lots of rad roaches in the area.
I was gonna ask, it's uninhabited, but what's it inhabited by? But okay, rad roaches.
Wildlife mostly. Lots of rad roaches, a couple of mole rats. Nothing too dangerous, I don't think. But yeah, if you guys can look into this, I'd certainly appreciate it.
Sure.
We'll be back with you once we're done with the job for pay.
It's like, sit, and he kind of rumbles in, and he drops like a handful of caps into like whoever is closest.
Probably Oakland is the map.
Yeah, it's like, so he hands you,
Or the doctors.
yeah. So he hands you like 25 caps. He says, "This is, I guess, a down payment." And then I got another. I'll give you each the same. Would you look into this for me? I don't have a lot of extra cash, but if you're down on rations or water, I got some of that back at the listing post.
Oh, that's always useful.
They would love to have some fresh water.
Yes. I miss
And
my
if you've
water filter.
If you've got any, like, radiation sickness or anything, I could give you some ramen milk probably too. Janice is usually fairly cooperative.
I'm okay there. I got scrubbers built into the armor here.
Oh, fancy.
Oh,
But, you know they don't work if the power goes off, right?
True. That's very true.
So get
So-
back to that listening post and stay there, old timer. We'll be back in a bit with your down vertibird information.
Oh, thank you. Thank you much. And he kind of slowly gets to his feet. Puts the helmet back on. Kind of waves. And as he moves, you can see he does have a laser pistol in a holster.
Does he have any mods on it or anything?
Give for one of those.
No, it is not modded.
Okay. How many fusion cells does he have? I'll ask him.
Oh, I get full charge in the pistol. So, 25.
I'll give him. Hold on. I'll give him another 25. I think I have enough. I just gotta find where I put it.
Oh, thank you. It's not necessary. I mean, most raiders don't bother with somebody in power armor.
Well, just if you have them when you get back, I'll take the change.
Oh, that's a fair deal. And he makes off.
like a bandit.
Mm.
Well, at least it wasn't plasma cartridges, kid.
Well,
I
got
say
them
as I
back.
pat my plasma pistol.
Rarer than
You
hen's
ever come
teeth.
across, right? If you ever come across plasma cartridges, keep them. I could really, really use them. I think I got 5 left.
I'll keep that in mind.
And eventually I'll be able to modify guns and stuff. Here.
I can also do that.
Oh, sweet. Well, if you want to
Also-
focus on guns, I'm already started focusing on armor and robotics, so I can just keep doing those two.
I can also do science because you'll notice that Smith's also has an energy pistol.
Heck yeah! Is that a laser pistol?
Yeah,
How many
fusion
cartridges
cells.
do you have? Yeah, how many do you have left?
I got 115 shots still.
Jeez.
Yikes!
Nice.
That's nice. I as well am focused in the energy
Wow.
weapons department. Look at us go, bunch of scientists.
My energy,
Fancy folks.
my energy pistol actually is modded. It's got a boosted capacitor. I forgot.
Sweet.
Edit.
Well, I know
The two
where I'm looking
nerds caught
to
the
grab something quick.
All right.
Oh, look, they've got friends.
move.
I think I actually have it already written down in here, don't you? Yeah, booster laser gun. Never mind.
Awesome.
So,
We nerd out and walk off towards our destination.
perfect. All right. So like Galen said, it's about a half day walk to the gulch. So you guys, right now it's 10ish in the morning. Making your way. The road ahead. I mean, we've all played Fallout. You know what the highways are like.
Yeah.
Rusted heaps of cars along the lanes that have been abandoned for centuries. Sections of bridges and overpasses fallen away.
Just absolute anarchy everywhere. It's beautiful.
Here and there, there's sections of the bridge that have fallen away that have been kind of patched over with very suspect-looking boards. You don't think that they would. You don't think that they would hold your weight. They certainly won't hold Janice's weight. So even though it's a half-day walk, there is a little bit of like going off the beaten path to not fall to your death. And who is keeping a watch as you march along?
Well, since I didn't have to pathfind, it sounds like me.
Perfect. So perception and survival.
Jesus, what's with my 20s today?
Oh, wow.
Ugh.
I'll let you know the next time I decide to start a Pathfinder game.
Yeah, thanks.
This will put the 20s to good use.
Or, more importantly, get them out of your system now so you don't roll them against us in Torque Eternity.
Yeah, no promises.
Alright. So as you're making your way, kind of taking in the sights of, post-war America, you see a little shack, kind of like a little bit off the beaten path, near one of the overpasses. It looks to be constructed of the same materials that the patchwork on the bridge is. Obviously, the same person constructed the shack and that particular section of repair work. Judging from the size of the shack, it can't be any more than like one room.
A small shack coming up here, it looks like, and whoever's been keeping the bridge as best shape they can probably lives there by the looks of it. You want to go say hello?
We could.
May as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw my laser pistol, just
Okay.
in case.
Okay. Alright. Are you approaching stealthily or not?
I'll stealth. I'd like to not get, potentially shot.
Yeah, stealth, please. Much better option, I guess.
Okay.
I can try to stealth, but
As long as you try. That's all we're looking
as long
for.
as I try. That's all I can do.
I'll take my one, and also I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yay, at least I got a success.
Excellent.
Oh boy.
And it would be stealth and
Agility.
sneak.
Sneak.
Oh wow.
Oof.
Apparently,
After last night, I guess my dice are apologizing to me.
I was gonna say, apparently, after a couple of months of trying to figure out how we could continue to get by in the new wasteland, Rebecca now teaches us how to sneak.
Right?
All right.
Oh, yes, my character card is asked.
Perfect. So as you guys start to approach this shack, there's no sign of movement from inside.
Could be good. That could be very bad.
Those are usually the alternatives, yeah. Those are generally speaking the two options.
Yeah, and as you
I
get
just like to be clear.
as you get a little bit closer, you can see like parts of the shack are made from like scavenged parts of vehicles. Some wood that's been harvested from like nearby trees. it looks like if you breathe on it the wrong way, it will collapse in and on itself.
Sweet. That's exactly what. That's Oakland construction right there.
Thanks.
But no sign of any movement.
Are there any windows?
If by windows you mean holes in the walls, then yes.
Okay. Can I sneak up to one of the holes in the walls? Take a look through.
Sure can. Inside, you see there is a skeleton lying on the bed. There's a bunch of empty whiskey bottles and like open and emptied cans of pork and beans. A couple of there's like a milk carton here. There's a bunch of there's like a typewriter on a desk, utensils, mugs. Looks like there's a journal of some nature on the desk as well.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
looks like the ravings of a madman might be the only valuable item in here.
Let's take a look. Because even areas with skeletons usually have some interesting one lying about.
Even if they've just got some water, that'd be fine.
Right?
Maybe there's some pork and beans.
Who wants to do the honors of opening the door?
I got it. Kaboom.
Don't open it with your face the way JJ used to.
I'm gonna check to see if there's any signs of any tripwires or things on the door before opening it.
Okay. Perception and survival.
JJ got blown up more than once because she never remembered to check for traps.
All right. So Boise, you're about to reach for it and you're like, wait. And you kind of like peer carefully. There's no sign of any trap on the door, but as you're taking the time to check the door, you hear a skittering sound inside.
Oh, probably fucking rad roaches. Yeah, get ready. I hear some bugging going on inside. Don't see any traps though.
All right. I will ready. I guess my pipe.
Somehow I wound up with I forgot how little ammunition Rebecca had, so when her character sheet came up for me suddenly, I was like, what the hell? 2 rounds? It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Right, we don't bother giving ammo to the doctor because she can't shoot it.
More like we give ammo to the doctor, and the doctor goes, here, you want some ammo?
I just carry it.
It's always nice getting an ammo deposit or an ammo drop when you need it.
Yeah, I got my 10mm out.
I gave away all of my good guns.
I'm not going to waste my precious rifle ammunition on a bug.
Right?
All right. So as Boise's there at the door, you hear the skittering. Who is opening said door?
Boise.
All right.
We're all standing around pointing our guns at the door.
So as you open the door, there's a skittering away from the light, and you see like 5 rad roaches.
Oh god.
We eat good tonight, folks.
But you guys are all go before rad roaches do, so I don't even think I'm going to bother with the combat tracker for this.
You sure? Alright, well, okay.
So yeah, initiative wise, I mean Boise is first.
I'll shoot a rad roach.
Okay. Ooh,
Well, it's reliable, so I can ignore that.
it is reliable.
Man, if you were playing Pathfinder,
I know, right?
But that is a miss.
Uh,
They are fast.
yeah, well, I'll re-roll it because I do want to... Damn. Oh, well.
Okay. So yeah, blam. And you'll notice if I have the weapon set up properly, they will automatically take your ammo off.
Yeah, it did. I looked at I was about to go subtract it. Went, oh, it's taken off already.
Yep. Perfect. Right. Initiative-wise, Smith is up next.
Okay.
Just so you know, Aiden, there's no random initiative. You just have a set initiative number, and that's the order in which you go.
Mm-hmm. What, like, zone? Are they close to me still?
Yeah, they would be close. I mean, it's a one-room shack, and you guys are pretty much at the doorway.
Okay. I'll shoot in with my laser gun.
Okay.
Pew!
so wonderful.
Oh, perfect. That is a success and an action point.
Hmm.
Hey, screw you, buddy.
It doesn't let me change the party AP.
It caps out at 6.
Oh, how does damage work?
So for on your laser gun,
Mm-hmm.
the little thing there where it says like it'll say 5 and then it'll have like a little action boy die symbol. Just click that.
Can I use action points to... I probably don't need to. They're rad roaches.
Yeah.
Well,
can, for melee attacks, yes. For ranged attacks, you just spend more ammo.
Oh, okay.
yeah, because that's how you adds the dice with the guns.
Well, pew.
Up to your fire rate.
So 4 and 1 effect.
Yep. So the one effect basically triggers the piercing, so it ignores 1 point of damage resistance.
Oh.
But it is a red witch. It's not quite dead though.
Oh. That one's pre-cooked.
Right.
The rad roach is happy.
That will take us to Oakland and Rebecca.
Doc,
What?
they're not human. You're not ghouls. Can you take their lives?
I mean, I could with my 2 bullets and my terrible aim.
It's worse than mine. Come on.
I've got 2 bullets. I think someone who can actually hit them should probably use them.
That's what I thought, but here we are.
Much like, so I'm going to use Igor to aid me to
Okay.
shoot. So that gives me an extra dice, right?
He rolls to assist.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got that. Ooh.
Ooh, 1 from him as well. 666. That's a good sign.
That rad roach doesn't exist anymore.
Perfect. So much like dog meat, his damage will just add to yours. Okay. Which one were you shooting? Or were we just like pew pew pew?
The next closest one. I don't even know which one they shot, so.
Gotcha. We will roll in. Oh, killed the damaged one.
Sweet.
There you go.
Splatter
As they all kind of
over that
scatter
one.
around. All right. That will take us, Rebecca.
Um,
Fish in the barrel, Doc. fish in a barrel. You got this.
This isn't what I do.
Rebecca opens negotiations.
You guys
Oh,
just scurry over there and bring them back after we've gone.
Have they actually? They've managed to kill how many?
One. The door's been open. There's been like a blaze of gunfire and laser fire, and there's a dead red roach.
Yes, we'll give it a try.
This is going to be a terrible idea.
And it's based on perception.
If you just
Sorry, small arms is perception.
yeah, under your weapons, if you just click pipe gun, it'll do it all
Yep,
for you.
I did. Oh wow!
I told ya.
Good old.
Because mine is not reliable. It's unreliable. It's scrappy little pipe gun.
The dice are not kind to you guys today.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've had a perfect game so far.
A return and suffer. Perfect.
All right. So yeah, Rebecca, there's like a bullet lodged in the barrel of your pipe gun. You tried to pull the trigger, and your pipe gun went like, boop. And there's
I can fix that.
It is jammed. Well, against all odds, the radroaches get to go.
Man, what heroes?
We've rolled 6 20s so far.
Half of them are mine.
At least half.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a beautiful game.
Who has the lowest luck?
I have 6.
I probably have 4.
Yeah, I have a 5, so.
Let me just double check.
6.
Yeah, I've only got 4.
All right, so the radroaches are going to swarm poor Rebecca as a group.
Yikes.
I just imagine this. She's like, it's not going to work, see? And then she just gets overwhelmed. You're supposed to shoot them, Doc, not
Oh no!
you.
This is gonna hurt. Oh shit!
I think they're eating you, Doc.
It's Rebecca's life now.
Holy shit!
Oof. So that's going to be...
Mobile rad roach colony.
So yeah. So the radroaches just swarm over Rebecca.
I've never seen someone die so fast.
Right.
That is going to be 7 points of damage to your right
Wow.
arm.
Holy crap.
So that's not good.
No. No, that is not.
Do you still have an arm?
I might not.
What a good soft relaunch. We just lose limbs as
I've
soon
got
as we start.
tough clothing, and a leather chest piece, and a leather right leg. So no,
Oh, no.
not really. That's bad.
Oh. It was one radioactive shy of giving you back a health.
So
So whatever your physical damage resistance is in your arm.
Sounded like not much.
just the tough clothing, which is 1.
Okay.
So. Ouch.
So the radroaches slam into you, do 6 points of damage. A critical injury to your arm, so you drop whatever you're holding in that hand, and your arm is basically broken.
That would be the gun. Yeah. And my health drops to 7, right?
It drops by 6.
Yeah. Oh, it drops by 6. Okay, never mind. Yeah, because my health is only 14, so dropping it by half in one shot was kind of nasty.
All right. That will take us to Boise.
How about them rad roaches?
They're eating good, not us.
Yeah, clearly.
One of
All
them.
right.
One of them hisses.
Shut up!
Get him off! Get him off!
There we go. That is a hit and an action point back.
I will spend that action point to use my gun fu.
Okay.
Pew, 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 pew.
Oof. That is enough to blow away 2 of the rad roaches as like Rebecca is screaming. You're like, oh shit. Blast away 2 of them.
Get away from my duck!
That will take us to Smith's.
I'm gonna shoot one, and I can spend an action point to add a die to it.
Correct. It's 1 action point for 1 die, and then 2 more for 3 total for a 3rd or a 4th die, and then another 3 or 6 to buy.
Altogether,
Yeah.
I'll spend 1.
Okay.
18, 16, and 8. Yikes.
Yeah. That is a miss. You're
I
too
really-
worried about hitting Rebecca.
How do rerolls work?
You can spend a point of luck to re-roll a die.
Can I spend 2 points to reroll 2 dice?
You can. Luck resets when you have completed a quest.
You can do it one at a time as well.
Yeah, you can do it one at a time.
I'll reroll.
You just can't. You can only reroll a die once per luck, so per
Yep.
reroll.
I will reroll that 16.
There you go.
A lot better.
Oh, there
Hey,
you go.
3 successes. Is that a hit?
It is, and it even generates an action point in the process.
Nice. So I have 5 luck points. Did you already put that action point back up?
I did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And then damage. 5. 3 and 1. So 3 damage?
Perfect. Yep. Pew! You shoot another one. It like kind of skitters, hisses at you, flaps its wings, but does not go down.
Oh, okay.
Oakland and Rebecca.
Don't move, Doc. I'm not as good a shot as Boise.
Oh god, I'm doomed.
And it's only 1 for the aid, right?
Yep.
Rebecca's just kind of
Oh!
flailing.
Look at that though. He helps. 2 successes is exactly what you need to hit.
And then I'll roll my damage. And his damage as well.
Yep.
That one's really dead.
That is enough to kill one.
So there's only one eating you now. It's
There-
all up to you, Rebecca. Grab it and beat it with an unarmed strike.
She only has the 1 arm, though.
I know.
Do now.
Use that disarmed.
Use that broken arm as a flail.
I've done that.
Alright, so what would you like to do, Rebecca?
I will flail around trying to get this rad roach off of me and like unarmed bash it, basically like slamming my arm into the wall of the cabin to try to dislodge it.
Alright. That would be an unarmed strike.
Oh god, the dancing rad roaches have given her dancing fever.
So it's based on strength. I'm 4. I have to roll. Oh my
Oh.
god, I got a success. What the hell?
Unfortunately, as you go to slam into the wall, it like skitters like up your neck and then down your back.
Oh, no, not the back.
You have a backpack roach.
I like my Hello Kitty one better.
The one rad roach that's left is going to try to bite you.
Get it off, get it off.
I don't know. I do not consent to this.
All right, that will take us back around to Boise.
Oh. This time.
We're so stalwart and brave.
Oh, there you go.
Filleted radroach.
I appreciate you getting, many successes this time.
All right.
And then you get Smith over here to start patching you up.
Oh,
Probably should. Oh,
yes, please.
do you have medical supplies? Because I don't.
What do I look like, a doctor?
Yep. You can still do the medical role, just having like a med kit and stuff gives you bonuses.
Oh, perfect. I will. Oh, I'm not. I'm not trained in medicine. I'm just smart. Whoop. I 2 ranks in it though, so we're going for it.
Well, that's you're trained in it
let
if
me
you're
check.
ranked. You're just not a tag skill.
Okay, yeah, it's not a tag skill.
Yeah. Self-care adds 1 difficulty. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Oh. All
Good
right.
thing you're wearing your lab coat.
Oh yeah, you know what I am. I'll
Yeah,
reroll
you
that.
are.
Lab coat, let's go. Oh,
Hey!
that was
All right.
almost
like,
destiny.
Fire
That was
back
awesome.
up. We can't save it. Pulls out the bone saw. Wait a minute. Never mind. We can.
That was almost
This is
an
a comedy
amputation.
of errors, or
All right.
bone saw is ready.
So yes. So you can basically repair the critical injury.
Nice. We'll just reattach some tendons, sew it back up, and I'm sure it'll be fine.
Your stitches are a little big.
Well, yeah, it's gonna hurt a little bit.
You'll get some practice.
All right. It is. There's no more skittering sounds from within the shack. There's the smell of ozone and gunpowder in the air, but no more skittering sound.
That was highly unpleasant. Let's not do that again. Next time, I'm not shooting at anything.
No, that
No
that went entirely the wrong way.
It's
I
probably
did not foresee them running past all of us to get to you in the back.
it's probably a sign when you shoot your bullet and it goes back into the barrel.
Yeah, it's a bad sign. I told you guys I wasn't good with this. Literally just for show.
It was.
I
It was quite
haven't
the show.
shot at anything in I don't even know how long. I mean, I have since I met you guys, but not successfully.
You're shooting something successfully.
I
Couple
almost shot me.
Well, right now.
Well, glad you're not dead, Doc.
Well,
Help
let's,
her back up to her feet.
Me too.
since we fought so hard for this territory, let's flip the joint.
Yeah. What time of day is it? Is it getting later? Would this make a good camp for the night? Or is it still early enough
We
to
should
press?
still get there in the afternoon.
Yeah, you would still get to the gulch like towards evening. So it depends on whether you want to hit it towards evening or whether you want to like start fresh in the morning and get there by like lunchtime.
It'd probably be better to just get there by lunch. I don't want to go to a gulch at night. That doesn't sound safe.
I mean, it sounds like we're trying to have a date with a Deathclaw doing that. Let's not.
Yeah, I'd rather be there during the day.
I mean, Deathclaw wasn't on the list of expected inhabitants, but sure.
Come
Like,
on. We've had that Deathclaw following us for a while now.
I just
Remember
like
back in the last part of the campaign? There was a Deathclaw roaming around the valley, terrorizing and scaring people with its sightings.
I just like seeing where I'm going.
I thought you were, for a moment, I thought you might have been mistakenly referring to the giant albino rad scorpion.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Oh, what?
No, that guy was cool too. And then there was also the giant super mutant, controlled by the smart super mutant, surrounded by dumb super mutants.
Yeah, good old pickle.
Yeah. Did we ever bring him his cow?
No, because we only had we only had Janice.
Right, we ran away because Nuke.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ow.
All right.
I mean
So
that Raider force definitely needed a new warlord by the time we disappeared into the sunset. But
Yeah, true.
So as you guys are like kind of like having this conversation, making your way into this shack, kind of kicking over the corpses of the rad roaches. Yeah, this place is in disarray. You would guess that that this poor skeleton here, who to the trained medical eye of some people looks like he's basically been picked clean, probably by the rad roaches.
My medical diagnosis is dead.
you certainly are a trained professional.
Mm-hmm.
But he does have like a couple of like rickety old like milk crates and stuff with various assorted things in them. And
We're
then-
fans. We're fans of getting assorted things.
Yeah.
All right, what's the list?
All right. So there is 2 doses of Radaway.
Mm.
Mike, you're keeping track?
Yeah, I'm just writing it down in the chat right now.
Okay.
I'll go open up the Google Doc and add it there in a moment.
Since you're our normal loot.
There's basically 2 junk that can be broken down. You know, various assorted like mugs and clipboards and pencils. You know, Fallout.
Stuff I usually pick up.
Yep.
I have a scrapper, so I'll get more scrap out of that when we break it down.
And somebody can give me a perception and survival test because I assume that you're looking around.
Sure.
Everybody or just one person?
Normally when you're scavenging, like one person makes a roll and everybody else helps.
Okay.
Which is the one die.
Yeah. So assist is 1 die.
Nope.
Can I assist as well?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. That was for survival?
Perception survival.
Yeah, not my best.
Nice roll.
Thank you.
That was good.
Perfect. So yeah, so take a look around. Like I said, the shack itself is not big, but you do find 2 bottles of whiskey underneath his bed.
Oh, good. I was getting thirsty.
As well as basically the radroach nest.
How much radroach meat do we get?
Radroaches.
We have 5 radroaches. I assume 5 minimum.
1 second.
Well, I mean, there's a chance we don't get any, sadly, from some of them.
Yeah, actually, we did that. We did blow some of them way into pieces.
All right. So it's a difficulty 0 endurance and survival. So you don't have to roll and you don't need to generate action points right now. So you get 5 portions of radroach meat.
Excellent.
And there is the journal as well.
All right. Professor Smithsonian.
Hmm?
You like to read old things. Here you go, old chap.
What are the ravings of a skeleton say?
So it seems to be whoever this guy was obviously a scavenger. And it's basically it seems to be like, you know, places that he's checked that are like kind of like scratched out with like, you know, emptied. You know, this is basically the journal where he keeps track of places he's found to salvage, and then he marks them off when he's done. But the last note says big score, but they drove me off. Need to hire mercenaries. And there is a crudely hand drawn symbol, kind of in the margin of that.
What kind of symbol?
It is a circle of stars.
Can I make an like any kind of? Is it like the Brotherhood of
CRL.
Steel?
It's intelligence and survival.
Intelligence and survival. For like knowledge. Okay. Bing.
I'll try that.
Ooh. How often does the lab coat let me reroll?
Once per scene.
Okay. I have a complication then.
Okay, I will just take action points. All right. But yes, both Smith and Oakland. Yeah, you've seen that symbol. I mean, it's crudely drawn by hand, but that is the symbol of the Enclave.
Hmm.
Bum, 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 bum.
The last remnants of the U.S. government, in theory, or so they say.
What do we know about the Enclave? Like, I guess what would Smith know about the Enclave? He is, if it helps, he would be from like Smithsonian, like Washington.
So the general knowledge that you guys would know is that the Enclave purports to be the continuation of the U.S. government.
The ones who, like, you know, did government things, led to war, dropped some nukes, and here we are.
And yes, and they are extremely xenophobic and nationalistic. And they view the wastelands as a separate country from the United States.
I'll check the road signs. They say California, right?
Yep.
Okay.
But yeah, the Enclave does not view super mutants, ghouls, vault dwellers, survivors, etc., etc. Anybody who willingly lives in the wasteland, they do not consider to be useful for anything other than forced labor.
Okay, well, I'll let... So he had a symbol. Did Skeleton Joe write directions?
He did not.
That's unfortunate. Where were the... Can I make an intelligence check to try to, like based off, I guess, his previous scavengings, could I plot out a route?
He doesn't have a vehicle or a Brahmin or anything, so anything that he found would have had to have been on foot.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's got to be close by-ish. Oh, it's... What if the Enclave's at the Vertibird?
No, it wouldn't be an Enclave Vertibird, but they may have shot it down.
And then... Can I make a like, how old is this skeleton in his book?
Yeah.
Can I try to make a medicine check?
You can absolutely make a medicine check.
He's dead. He's been... Yeah.
He's been dead long enough to be picked clean by rad roaches.
Okay.
Would you like me to try?
Yeah.
I'll put my lab coat on.
Okay.
We're doing science now.
Oh, this is funny. I have a lab coat too.
Oh, let's all put them on.
Oh
We
no,
should
it
go.
isn't science. Is it? No.
Intelligence and medicine.
We should get some like safety goggles. We'll start a lab coalition.
He's been dead 5-6 days, maybe. Like his skeleton has been picked clean, but the bones aren't like wet.
She'll like,
Yeah.
tap them. She'll start tapping the bones against them. Like it looks so just not right.
Okay.
How has he been dead? He's been dead less than a week.
Hungry roaches.
Like,
That's
he's
pretty serious.
Are there any eggs in that nest?
We're
Jeez.
I'll show the rest of the party the enclave symbol. We should rest for the night. I'm a bit worried that they might be either at that vertibird or like in our vicinity.
Keep an eye out. What's the worst that can happen? I guess due to power armor.
They shoot us, enslave us, and yeah.
Oh, you're new here. See, people like to shoot at us. We
Well,
tend to kill them
I see.
for it. Yeah.
Best case, we're short enclave. Worst case, we're slaves.
Worst case, you're dead. Let's go. Take a nap.
Just
We all agree that we're going to rest here.
that don't view the wasteland as still part of the country it used to be are gonna keep us around.
Probably not
Please.
for long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides, capture is just another word for escape with more stuff.
Exactly. I haven't met a lock that has been able to hold me back yet.
Right. So you guys are gonna camp here overnight?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Setting up watches, I assume.
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
As well.
Do you want to do a 12-hour rest period with 4-hour watches? That way everybody gets a good 8 hours.
That probably sounds good, because then we can also leave early.
Yeah, let the doc sleep as much as she wants for the night. Get that rest in for that busted arm that's held together by duct tape and baling wire.
string and duct tape.
Poisey, you got night vision goggles, right?
No, I'm just good at seeing shit.
That's fair. Okay, well, I'll take early morning watch since I'm not. Says as he pushes his glasses up his nose.
I don't mind taking watch in the middle of the night because I'll blend in and probably get the jump on anything that comes sniffing around. As likely as I'll catch it too.
All right. So you guys kind of hunker down for the night. The night passes. I mean, there's some wildlife around, but nothing that is an issue for you.
This is my due.
I'm just glad no bloat flies came in the middle of the night and started shitting maggots on you.
Well, that's because That's because Smithsonian didn't use the the syringe he has on the rat roaches.
It's okay. I've got the larva in my pockets.
Alright. But I am going to need everybody to give me a endurance and survival test. Difficulty is 1, difficulty is 2 for Rebecca.
Everybody plug.
Why is it
Everybody
rolling in?
do what? Make what kind of checks? I was plugging in my phone.
Endurance and survival.
Oh. Oh, I didn't know that the dice nudged each other. Oh, good thing it tracks.
But apparently mine didn't. Mine were the 3 and 18, but but showed up as Rebecca because that's my target number.
Yeah. For some reason, I think on an update, it gave like everybody ownership over the characters.
Yeah, well, I rolled it off my sheet, which is part of what makes it even weirder.
Yeah, and I rolled off of mine, but it showed up as Igor.
Well, Igor is your sheet now. Let's be honest.
That is true.
No, I get it.
Give me a second. I'm just gonna check permissions.
Yeah, like I know legit. Like when I sent, that's my target number, and the fact that it was a tag skill, obviously, right? So
yeah, for sure.
yeah, it's still just like that is freaking weird.
Okay. It might be like
I mean,
when I change scenes, it might adjust properly.
I mean, it's no worse than finding out what the friggin' issue was with the decks last weekend. So
yeah, I'm glad you got that figured out though, because that's like having the decks work properly is a big part of Target Trinity. All right, so
have fun game.
So Oakland and Rebecca. Okay. Good to know. All right. And I also need Rebecca for long-term rest to make endurance and survival difficulty is 1.
See if I can manage to make that roll.
Actually, sorry. Sorry. My bad. It is difficulty 4.
Ah!
Because injury recovery is based off of the strenuous stuff you did the day before.
Yeah.
And you did travel and combat.
Yep. Yep, we did. Not even close.
Oh, you get 2.
All right. So you do get all your hit points back. But that arm is still, it's treated, but it is still injured.
Yeah, so we get that chance for a re-injury if that same arm takes another one.
Yep. Ouch.
All right. But you guys wake up. Nothing came to eat you in the night. No rad roaches came along. Everybody can cross off food and water from the either your personal stash or from the group stash.
Oh.
I need to help myself
I'll
to
milk.
let's see, a pure water.
Oh, that sounds good.
One for you as well. And would you like some roasted Mirelurk meat this morning?
Oh God, yes.
All right, some roasted Mirelurk for you and me. Would either of you two wonderful, referring to Rebecca and Smith, like some brain fungus?
I'll eat my iguana on a stick, and I'll drink my own purified water.
I'll drink a dirty water. Because it doesn't matter to me.
Sounds good.
I like the taste of purified water better.
Do ya?
Yeah.
radiant stuff's kind of fizzy. And what have we got that's the most irradiated that you guys should absolutely not eat?
The brain fungus.
Yeah, okay, I'll have some.
It's literally irradiated fungus that glows in the dark. It's like a brain. I don't know how much more fucked up we can get with our food than brain fungus.
Num num.
Yeah, right. It's really good seasoning. Put it in a stew.
That reminds me. Well, I'm taking care of other stuff on the side.
Makes a great thickener in stew.
Right?
All right. So you guys have some breakfast. Continue on your way. We're sticking to the kind of the ruined highways and byways, following the map that Galen gave you as best as you're able. Before long, you come to the gulch. It's like a long shallow valley that runs east and west for like miles. According to Oakland's map, there is a trailer park in the south and basically a motor hotel, a motel at the north. Those kind of like bookend the gulch, as it were. Other than that, it is devoid of structures. Scraggly trees, wild plants, boulders, that sort of thing. But you can see just off in the distance, kind of like down a rise, the final wisps of smoke, probably from the crash.
Hmm. Well, ground heroes.
Do we see anybody moving around the area? Any movement from the ridgeline?
No, but you also don't have eyes on the actual crash site yet.
Off and forward.
I'll get out the rifle as we move forward.
I will grab the fat man off of the
Yeah.
and put that on my back, but I'll use my plasma pistol to start. If things go really bad, I'm gonna nuke it. Okay, guys?
You're gonna nuke the vertebrate?
Well, if the Enclave is here and
He's
they're
gonna nuke
kicking
whatever.
our ass-
He's gonna nuke whatever zone he's targeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because we still have two mini nukes. No, I don't want to target the vertebrate itself, Smith. It's as we just read, there are Enclave in the area.
Mm-hmm.
As we were all concerned about last night. You know,
Mhm.
they're probably going to try and murder us. And if they're the ones that shot this thing down, then it's pretty good odds that they're either here right now and we'll encounter them, or they're on their way still
Mm-hmm.
from elsewhere. Or maybe we missed them entirely. We'll have to
With
go
their
and
night's
chase them
rest, it's more likely they'll be here, because if there's still smoke from the vertebrate, odds are they haven't actually stripped the place.
Mm-hmm.
down, right? And if we're lucky, maybe we can save one or two of these soldiers before the Enclave messes things up too bad.
Maybe. Let's see.
It was some of my favorite part of Fallout 3 was going into the Enclave's headquarters and murdering the hell out of all of them and convincing the president to kill himself.
Alright.
I maxed out my charisma just to do that.
Hmm.
I was like, no, you're a piece of shit. You should kill yourself. And he was like, yeah, you're right. I am a piece of shit. And he kills himself. He realizes what crap he is and that humanity can't progress forward. Anyways, that was my favorite mission in Fallout 3, except for maybe Mothership Zeta. But back to this.
All right. So as you guys start to make your way towards the smoking wreckage, you can hear, before you see it, you hear the telltale like snapping sound of laser weapons firing.
Oh.
And kind of carried on the wind, you hear robotic voices.
How far off are we?
And
Ooh, battle map.
I will use this map. Yeah, trying to find like post-apocalyptic maps is like a pain in the ass. But as you kind of crest this ridge, basically this circle down here, like scattered amongst the area, there is just a shit ton of wreckage. But like that vertibird came in hot and spread itself across the landscape. There's like, you see bodies of like Brotherhood Knights, no power armor, just the regular Knights. Some of them are in like a loose perimeter near the vertibird where they fell defending it. You see 3 Protectrons advancing on the wreckage. Someone in the wreckage is returning fire and is basically like, yeah, come and get me. Fuck you. Laser fire from inside the core part of the wreckage. Laser fire from the Protectrons firing back. There are a couple of like destroyed remnants of sentry bots as well. Like it looks like this has been a pitched battle for some time.
So you said the Protectrons are the ones that are firing on the Brotherhood of Steel.
Any symbols on the Protectrons we can make out?
There are not, but can give me perception and science.
Oh, I'll make that roll, but other people might want it too.
Yep.
I'll try to make it.
Yeah, Oakland is going to get information absolutely for free because of his robotics expert perk.
Science. Not as much as my intelligence in science, but how's that?
I need to go to
Which
the
in
bathroom.
science?
I will be back.
Perception.
Perception and science.
Thank you.
You should be good at. You like perceives.
I
Oh,
do.
you perceived.
So all of you can tell. Actually, Boise can't really. But Oakland and Rebecca, so not everybody, like half of you. The Protectrons are working like together, like concentrated. They're like, not just that they're moving in unison, firing in unison, but they're actually providing like 2 of them lay down fire so another one can get into cover.
Suppressing fire.
So they're doing like standard military advancement techniques.
Huh.
And Oakland, as a robotics expert, you can tell that those Protectrons, they have been modified. They seem to be slightly more efficient than they would normally be. Not a great deal more efficient, but definitely like their targeting systems have been upgraded.
The weapons look a little bit better. Everything seems to be fairly well cared for. They're working really well together.
Yeah.
Gosh, but that still doesn't tell us whether or not they're...
Well, it gives you hints.
Yeah, but which hint are you catching? That they're enclave?
They're very precise.
Yeah.
And, well, they're very precise, and the Brotherhood don't tend to use droids.
Yeah, I heard about that giant robot they used. Didn't you?
Oh, that thing probably gives them way more trouble than it's worth most of the time. Good for the
Probably.
occasional deployment, but other than that.
Well, what do you say, folks? This is going to be hairy. I can try and sneak down behind and disable at least one of them, but I don't know. How do you guys want to do this?
Well, if we're here for to help out the crash, it seems pretty straightforward. We gotta deal with the Protectrons and find out who's in there.
I mean, I can give you guys my one bullet, since there's no point in me having it really.
I got this.
I'm here to patch them up after.
I would love to be able to save one of those. Just to be able to check out the enhancements they've got in. But they're so close together. That nice little clumping of them. Boise gets to go first.
I can
I don't
try
mind
to
getting the
get
drop on them.
distraction.
Yeah, let me get the drop on them.
All right, so they don't know that you're there, so Boise is up first.
Yep. Up here. Need to get accurate head to that buddy. Alright. So I've chosen a target. Take an AP. I'm going to shoot him with my hunting rifle. Surprise, mother ducker.
Perfect. That is a hit. 2 action points in the process.
Yeah, I'll use one of them to clip a buddy of his and one extra ammo. And
that's right in the head.
Yeah, that's what I love.
So that mostly gets to his armor.
I mean, it's got 3 points of piercing, yeah, to the head. I'm going to re-roll my blanks.
I'm back.
Boom.
Ooh.
4 points of piercing.
Okay. So that's
And I'll make number 2 the other one.
okay.
I did 1 and 2. Although you probably see the dot over 1.
Yep.
From my targeting.
Okay. Just roll a die for the location for the second one.
Yep.
Torso. Okay.
It's a good spot to have a critical injury.
All right.
Oh yeah, don't forget the vicious because it's surprise.
Oh, that's right too. That's going to be a lot more damage.
Yeah, 13 piercing 4.
They are both miraculously still standing.
Yeah, I figured when you mentioned that they were augmented.
Interesting.
Oh, so these protectrons are changed?
They are.
Modded.
All right. So that was Boise. Smiths, you're up.
I'll shoot one of the ones that Boise set up and see if I can knock it down.
Okay.
And in case I take fire, I'll move over there.
Just so you know, Aiden, basically it's a zone-based movement and range. So if your weapon is close, it's everything in the same zone. And then every zone further away is +1 difficulty.
So I gotta move up into the other zone?
You'd have to move down to where they are if you want to not have a penalty, or you can shoot from where you are at +1 difficulty.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there cover down there?
There's a bunch of wreckage everywhere, so there's plenty of cover down there.
I'd like to move, if I
Go ahead.
can, like, into a zone behind some cover.
Okay. So it takes your minor action to kind of slide down and an action
Okay.
point because of the difficult terrain.
Oh, okay.
But you can get down and kind of get behind cover.
Can I then shoot a protectron?
Sure can.
I'd like to proceed to shoot one of the ones that's already damaged. Hopefully more damaged than others.
Okay. They are both pretty badly screwed up. The hunting rifle like rang out twice and clipped both of them.
Can I shoot both with an action point?
You can take a second. You can take a second action with 2 action points.
Increases difficulty though.
Oh, okay.
But shoot your one, see how you do, and then you can act from there.
True. Never mind then.
Pew!
Yeah.
Now, one of the nice things about the system, Aiden, is that you can always take your movement action to find cover.
Yep. That'll take us to Rebecca. Or Oakland, whichever one of you wants to go first.
Go ahead, Doc.
Rebecca's just looking for cover. Not that there's really much there, but she's just going to tuck behind a piece of cactus.
Okay.
A shot rings out from inside the wreckage.
We all died.
There we go.
Oh no!
We all faded to nothing. What a world.
I hate when I accidentally have everybody selected. There we go.
From up on the ridge, I know it's a -1, but I'll have Igor assist me.
Okay.
Pipe pistol. And then Igor gets 1.
Ooh, that is just barely a hit because of the range, but it's a hit.
Nope.
You shooting the damaged one or the fresh one?
The damaged one.
Okay.
Let's clear as many pieces off the board as we can. And damage. And 6 damage.
Okay. Alright. That is just enough to drop it. Has a tough time getting through the armor on it, but it does get through. Rebecca.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
Sure.
Rebecca's hiding. I'm just taking cover up there behind the cactuses.
Okay. Brotherhood Initiative. Night Owl roll for. The Protectron. It is going to fire up at the person with the rifle that killed 2 of its friends.
Well, hello there.
That will miss.
Ha.
So it turns around, fires like greenish laser beams like shoot over your head, but does not hit. Take us back around to Boise.
Well, I got shot at. You know what that means. I take a nap. No, I shoot back. Patoo.
That is definitely a hit.
Ugh. Well,
Lucky. Well, are you?
no, I'm low, and I don't know when our refresh will be. I don't want to blow it all in our first game back, since it's usually a couple sessions before a refill.
Yep. But you do have 2 additional action points above refilling the party.
Yeah, well, I'll use 1 to take another shot because I've got, I'll use the 2 for the extra shot. Sorry, I forgot. Action Boy is just the modifier, not the.
Yeah.
So I don't have the modifier to my difficulty.
Oh, that is another solid hit. That one bounces off the armor.
Wow, that's heavily armored. Oh, I guess that one's. I don't want to waste a shot, so that one I will. Ugh. 1 luck. No, I don't have 41 luck. I've got 1 luck.
But that does blow an arm off. It only has 1 laser now.
Yeah.
Alright, Smiths, you are up.
Okay. I'd like to shoot that remaining Protectron.
Okay.
Nice.
That is
Go get her.
That is a
Mr.
hit.
You took your. It's almost like you took your time and aimed.
I might have. I think I shot its leg off. Oh, I should probably roll my damage dice, huh?
It'd be an idea.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, oh.
Well, it's a luck to reroll 3 of those blank dice.
One luck to reroll 3?
Yep.
Did I spend a luck or an action point earlier? It was a luck, so I have 4. If for some reason it reset to 6. I have 4 luck points, but I will do that to reroll all 3 of those.
Okay.
Hey, that's better.
That's much better, yeah.
So it's gonna get through armors.
I do a piercing 1.
Yep. It does cut through their armor. It does seem to be a little bit more susceptible to lasers than to bullets.
Yeah.
Is it alive?
It is not alive.
Yeah. It's unalive.
That will take us to Oakland.
And Oakland will.
Just slide down there and finish him. Never mind. Stay where you are.
Okay. That will take us to Rebecca.
Oakland fires wildly at it. Ah!
What you guys doing? If anyone's alive down there, we're gonna try to help. And she'll yell that, and then try to move over to the other batch of cactus in an effort not to get shot.
Okay.
And so you could probably safely move to that batch of cactus without getting shot.
That will take us to the night. Perfect. All right, so a final laser shot rings out and drops that Protectron. And a voice from the wreckage is like, "Appreciate the help." Fuck my leg.
Sounds like it needs a dock. Yeah. Hey, Oakland, you want to join me in checking over these bots while the doc goes check on them?
Absolutely.
I'll go with the doctor to the vertibird.
Okay.
I got to step away from the computer. My wife has a staff meeting, and since we share the office, and I don't want to listen to her staff meeting or interrupt it with our game. I'll still be on the call. I just won't be at my computer to roll dice. If you don't mind, Chris.
Okay. Yep.
That would be appreciated. There. Yeah. So it's a search. I will assist Boise for giving him some aid if I can.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
We're searching the bot wreckage.
Okay.
Yeah, they might have some enhanced targeting cards that I can apply to the eyeball. Maybe some armor plating, maybe a laser that I can scavenge and get us another laser pistol or something. I don't know,
Okay.
parts.
All right. So it's
Would you mind writing this down, Rebecca?
Can in a second.
Thank you.
So it's intelligence and science to check over the bots.
See, that's why I wanted him to lead. I rolled a perception survival to look for loot then.
Oh,
he'll lead.
Can you do that intelligence survival roll for me, or science roll for me then?
If need be, I can go do robots instead of people.
Yeah, you can help out with that. You can roll the die on it. Since he's already got the 2 down.
Do you want me to help as well?
Well, like, I've got a science of 5.
Intelligence 8, science 6.
Oh. We had 2 scientists. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll roll the 1 then.
Yeah, Oakland's like a roboticist.
I'm
And
not- I'm not helping.
Good, another 20!
You get caught on the thorn tree.
Oh. All right.
Right in the eye. Rebecca, you want to check on our downed friend that we came to assist?
You okay? Anybody there?
No, trapped. My leg's pinned.
Oh. Okay. Give us a second. Do you have any rope?
Do I have any what?
What is the thing? Sorry. Oh, that's Buddy and his power armor. Okay. I was zoomed fairly far out, so it looked like a bug. And I'm like, what the hell is that?
It's a
Give me
bug.
1 second. Give me 1 second, and we'll be right over to figure out how to, use some leverage to get your leg unpinned. 1 moment, sir. What was our roll for science?
You had 2
If we've
successes.
got a rope, I've got a ramen. I mean, we should be able to haul it up. Janice is fairly strong.
All right.
Since you're about here, we probably use some of the tread linkage instead of a rope if we don't have it.
Yeah, whatever works.
So as Oakland and Smiths are kind of looking over these robots, and Boise, you make your way, and like the vertibird is like scattered over the countryside. It looks like it's like the part of the cockpit is intact here, but it is not even remotely close to being fixable. Not without a metal detector and several months of work. But from behind you, Boise, and very close to you, Smith and Oakland, the robot that you're searching, you do pull some parts off of it, or off of them, but the last one, as you're getting ready to pull the parts off it, it goes self-destruct initiated.
Get out of the radius.
That sounded bad.
And I need both of you to make agility and athletics rolls.
Oh, it went. Wow, instant.
Yep.
Oh, can I attempt to shut it down?
No, it's a result of the complication.
Oop. I pushed the button.
This reminds me of the time someone was working on an engine. Maybe that was
Oh my God.
Rolling for me.
Yeah, I got it. Oh shit.
Oh, that's not great.
So you both succeeded. You throw yourself flat, which means you only take half damage. So instead of 6 dice, it's 3 dice. But those 3 dice came up as 2 damage, and an effect.
Ouch.
Okay. What location?
Left arm.
So for Oakland, your left arm.
I think I have quite a bit of armor actually on that arm.
Yeah, because one of our last sessions, I armored up, and then you got the good armor up too.
Your left arm, you've got.
Yeah, I get.
You've got 2 there. It's your right leg that is heavily armored.
2's still decent. I mean, it's only 3 instead of an injury and 5.
And that for Smiths, that's going to be to your torso.
I have 2 physical armor in my torso.
All right, so you're going to take 3 health damage.
Ouch.
And just so you know, you take an injury if you take 5 or more points to location, or if you run out of hit points. Every hit to a location is an automatic injury.
You said I take how much damage?
3.
5.
So I've.
Oh, sorry. 3 after your armor.
So I had 12. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's 5 plus in a single hit. It's not stackable, thankfully.
Yep.
When I get back to my computer after my wife's staff meeting, because I assume we're going to be playing the full session tonight.
Yeah, we'll play till like 11 o'clock our time, whatever time that is in your weird like.
So like another 40-ish minutes.
So.
Okay.
Yep. But out of the parts that you guys do salvage.
Hold on, I need to get ready to type since I don't usually. I'm not the scribe in this game.
Just write it down. I'm just writing it in the general chat. I'll go and put it into the
Yep. No, I'm good.
after when I get back to my computer.
I'll put
But
it
when
in
I get back to my computer, I'd like to give you, Smiths, some new armor. Because I remember there's several dozen pieces still left over. So we can outfit you.
I do have 1 piece of leather torso armor in my book bag.
And man, I am rocking combat armor for my torso.
Okay. All right.
So is everybody else in our party?
Boise's mostly wearing heavy raider gear.
So you're going to get a total of 4 common materials. So like rubber and ceramic and that sort of thing, and 2 uncommon material.
Okay.
But you also find that the two that did not self-destruct have what looks like a radio link.
Hmm. Guys, I think
I
there's
do.
something that still works over here.
Can I do some science on it?
It would take some time. It's definitely a radio link.
This will allow us to find the secret base of the mechanist.
I also have repair if need be for the future.
Okay.
Robotics really works well for robotics for skill because it allows you to do the hacking on robots and repair, identify problems, etc. And it uses the science, intelligence skill or
Oh,
repair.
I missed that as a perk is what I missed. Next time.
Rebecca, you're going down to the vertibird.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So there's a woman there, like close, like military cut hair, like broken pair of aviator glasses, and when she said her leg was pinned, it's because part of the dashboard from the verticopter has basically gone through her leg. And the only reason she hasn't bled out is because essentially the suction from the wound is keeping her blood in her body.
Well then. Good news is, if we had a hospital, I'd be able to treat this. Bad news is, we don't have a hospital. So, we need to keep this wound the way it is until we have some kind of medical equipment or a way to move the entire
Well, wait.
and dashboard
So,
section that she's in.
I have a bad idea.
Probably.
I have a more rational idea, so you can go first.
Okay. Your rational idea could be my bad idea, but we don't know.
Likely.
How hot does the end of like a laser pistol get when you fire? Overheating's a complication. So if I like pump some just laser shots to the dirt, could I cauterize the wound with the barrel?
You could certainly try.
Scientifically speaking, your overheating's your battery pack, not the actual barrel.
Yeah.
I was hoping that the laser emission would make the barrel hot.
You can certainly try it.
What's your logical idea, Pete?
The more rational idea is, like, the scribe told us that there was reinforcements on the way, so we just dig in until they get here. They're likely to have more advanced options available for this injury if we can't do anything for them right now.
I like the idea better.
The in the field combat option is tourniquet.
Yeah.
Cut the post so that it's still in her leg, and bandage it as best we can while the object is still there, and then move out. But I would say only do that if we get under too much fire. We're pretty good right now, but I don't know. Those Enclave bastards are horrible. Those robots, man. If you weren't such a good shot.
I think that not moving her and just waiting for reinforcements and keeping her safe in the meantime would be a much better idea. That is my medical opinion.
I'm not a doctor, so...
I am. Conveniently. Or... Yeah, sure, conveniently. I mean, I wasn't supposed to Never mind. Um,
You weren't
so
supposed to be here today.
I wasn't supposed to be here today. I should have died a long time ago. But here we are. Yeah. If we unpin her leg, all that blood's gonna go everywhere. Right now, the compression is what's keeping it where it is.
No,
That
that's
sounds- That sounds messy.
Like,
And
it's undoubtedly going to be painful, and you should probably, I don't know,
Tourniquet.
sleep through as much of it as you can.
Hey, I got something to help with the pain. He pulls out a bottle of whiskey. It
Hey!
usually helps me every day. Here you go.
Yeah, just don't wiggle around a lot. It'll be fine.
In fact, I'll cheers with you and help you get through that bottle there, soldier.
if you just reach over there to the med kit and grab me the stim pack.
Oh! Well, now that you mention it. I don't
know if you're actually worth a stim pack.
Rebecca will go digging around to try to find this med pack.
Okay. And Boise, since you were kind of searching through the wreckage while everybody else was doing things, there is the med kit. There's a pair of binoculars.
Oh, good.
In a compartment there are a fusion cell. Fusion cell with
Oh,
24 shots.
Nice.
And if I scroll up here, do you remember what you got on your survival roll?
3.
Perfect. All right. It's not a terribly big location. It only takes you like 10 minutes to kind of go through it.
Yeah.
Another laser rifle.
So you do have action points to spend if you would like.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
Is the cockpit's in the vicinity-ish, right?
Most of the cockpit is here. That's what she's pinned into.
Oh. Does it have, like, a black box compartment, like a normal airplane does?
It likely would, yeah.
It's not necessarily in the cockpit, though.
Can I try to... I guess. Could I try to find it?
You can take a look around, but the random scavenging,
Okay.
there is some junk, some clothing, and the possibility of some armor if you want to spend an action point.
Yes.
That's a yes.
Okay.
We've got action points to spare, and we're getting close to the end of the game. May as well spend a couple on getting some cool loot.
I was told I needed better armors. That's probably a good idea.
Okay, so somebody can roll me 2d20 on the armor table.
I have performed a 22.
Some sturdy raider armor. Specifically, a left arm, it looks like. And somebody can roll me 2d20 on the clothing table.
You want to get that one, Anita?
I'll roll it.
You
Nope.
wanted a what? Yeah, go for it. Aiden.
25?
Oh, fittingly enough, military fatigues.
Nice.
Do you have a pair of those yet, Boise?
No, I do not.
Here you go, good sir. This is much more fitting than those rags you're wearing right now, bud.
Yeah, they are.
Person's pinned in the wreckage. We haven't even given them the stim pack. Hey man, put on these sweatpants. Fresh. Like, look,
Loot your vehicle around you.
they're just there. Nobody owns them. And then we've got the brother to steal. Hey, those are mine. Size
Hey,
large thing.
I handed Rebecca the med kit before checking the equipment locker.
Hopefully, I have the actual patient sufficiently distracted.
So,
If you don't, Janice does.
How much junk and clothing and stuff?
25 junk.
Ooh, 25 junk. And are there any other dead knights around?
There are some scattered about.
All right.
Bring
Are there any stray random laser pistols or rifles lying around that may have been the knights?
You can spend luck for there to be one.
Sure. Man, these guys are super unarmed for being out here in a vertical. They don't have any weapons.
It's more the matter of like when the vertebrate fell apart, you don't know where the weapons went.
Yeah.
Fair.
The trail of wreckage scatters like over a mile.
Ooh, yeah, absolutely fair. Yeah, I'll spend a luck for finding one.
Okay.
I've been trying to hunt down a laser rifle all game.
Okay. She's like, you're not. Obviously, you're not raiders because you would have just killed me.
Right.
No, we're worse. We steal your stuff first.
You've got the worst bedside humor of any ghoul I've met, and I've met a few.
Scribe Galen sent us here to walk down the area until reinforcements came.
I didn't know if anybody would hear a message. We were to patrol and all the controls and everything started going just haywire, just completely on the fritz.
Yeah, listening post Echo heard your calls, and reinforcements are on the way. But the scribe decided and despite his advanced age, to try and come out on his own to lend a hand. He ran across us, and well, we took the job.
That sounds like him. But yeah, no idea what happened. I've never had anything like that happen. I mean, just lost like engines, controls, navigation, radio went down.
Do you know when it hit?
Galen would have the logs. I can't quite remember.
Can I make a science check?
Absolutely.
Out of game, I'm just going, I wonder if that's around the same location that the dead prospector was driven away from is when that kicked in.
Can I also make a science check?
Yep.
We put our brains together.
Indeed.
By the power of 2 brain cells.
Should we aid each other or should we come to separate conclusions?
By the power of brain cells.
I don't know. What do you think?
We both have pretty high stats. I think we can just each roll. That'd probably be better.
Yep.
Sounds good.
I feel like
Do you mind rolling for me?
Got it.
I could roll just 0 successes instead. Never mind. I don't know nothing.
Apparently, Oakland had both brain cells tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not a scientist. The lab coat's for show. I fooled you all.
I mean, the lab coat, it is a new scene.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't re-roll one of them.
Yep.
No, I'm gonna probably need this in a second anyway.
You might
so
as well.
I'll save it. I'm still hoping I can find a black box.
All right. So Oakland, that sounds an awful lot like an EMP.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I don't know it. See, I've got all these chems and syringes. I can't put that in anything.
No, it's two tech, not drug stock.
That's the problem.
A nuke could cause this. A mini nuke puts off a bit. Were there any explosions nearby when this happened?
No, nothing. We were doing patrol. Thought we spotted movement, circled back around, and everything just went.
Portable EMP generator.
Might not be portable.
Um,
Like it might be related to the that prospectors area. They may have been driven off because there's a stronghold nearby.
we will gladly take the job of investigating into this further. Please mark the location on my map where you saw the movement, so that we can track it back and find out what happens once your allies get here to extract you.
Yeah. Just give me a second.
And we can cross-reference that with what Galen has from the transmissions when we go to check back in.
Speaking of, as you guys are, figuring this out, the radio in the vertibird kind of crackles to life. Like 1 2 1 2. Anyone?
3, 4, 5, 6.
And it's Galen's voice.
Oh, hey.
1, 2
That's
for
familiar.
wreckage review.
Did you? Is that Rebecca? That was your name, right?
Hey.
See, Rebecca, he never forgets a pretty face.
The first impression worked.
Right. We found your buddy.
Okay. Yeah.
They were under heavy fire.
Yeah. I don't know what.
Projectrons all over the place.
Oh, because my board here lit up like Christmas. Christmas in Diamond City. Just lights everywhere. Somebody somewhere is broadcasting like wide spectrum. It's like strong signal, like completely boosted.
What?
Can you triangulate it?
Yeah, I did that. Looks like it's coming from Bleakford.
Blakeford.
Who's Blakeford?
It's north of the Gulch. It's dedicated as a no-go zone by the Brotherhood. No strategic value, abnormally high presence of ghouls, irradiated wildlife. Not worth anything to the Brotherhood, so we just write it off.
Rebecca looks over at Smith's.
Sounds like there might be a community up there. Ghoul Town.
Depends on the kind of ghouls, I suppose.
We should check it. Well, if they're using electronics, they're not idiots.
Yeah, I don't think it's the ghouls.
No?
Rebecca.
They might be hiding under the ghouls.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's more the
Maybe.
Enclave has a launching location in the area, a bunker somewhere. And the ghouls there aren't going to be the friendly with horrible bedside manner. It gives a look at Smiths with a horrible bedside manner, like you folks. But more like the eat our face off and, chew on our brains for a while type ghouls.
Yeah.
Short meal.
Yeah.
Those.
And my plasma gun might kill him, but at the same time, it might heal him.
Not. Yeah, I'm not volunteering to test that with you, by the way.
I wouldn't anyway. I don't blame
Just
you
in
at all.
case. I don't want to find out the hard way, thanks anyhow.
Yeah, I'm not going to test it on you.
I appreciate that.
Now, if we find a mindless ghoul, it'd be a good time to test that theory out.
I mean, I guess.
It was, yeah,
Yeah.
Enclave. Enclave
It's
are out there.
probably Enclave. True. They might have been the one who
There is the
shut these guys
chance
down somehow.
that it's just a normal village. They just happen to use the transmitter there. The Enclave's connected to it remotely. There's a
I
chance.
mean, that's true too.
I mean, can't rule out any possibilities until we're neck deep in ferals.
These we took the Protectron's radio signal or like radio boosters, right? They had those.
They seem to have some sort of strange like radio device.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll have to sit down on the next break and take a good look at that together.
mm, okay. Because those could be correlated.
Oh, 100%. That's how they're receiving their orders and how they're transmitting data back at high-speed frequencies back to their compound. But
Yeah, entirely
this
possible.
is all just a theory until we sit down and figure it out.
It's possible that signal that Galen's talking about was them basically changing directives for any other field bots.
Mm.
Oh gosh, if that's true, then we should definitely set up some trenches.
Now we get some convenient scrap metal all around that we can make some barricades.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, let's hunker down and get this place defended until the reinforcements arrive, or the next wave of robots shows up to murder us.
In the meantime, Rebecca, are you using the stim pack on the night?
Oh yeah.
Okay, give me intelligence and medicine roll.
It's not considered first aid because we're not in combat.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Right.
My healer and medic do nothing then.
Yeah, generally
Sorry,
speaking.
it was.
Yep.
Yeah, it was intelligence. Okay.
Yep.
There we go.
All right. So with the aid of the stim pack, you can basically get her, the stim pack basically slows the blood flow enough that you can, get like a pressure bandage on that wound. It's like, oh, you're probably the best doctor I've seen in quite a while.
Thanks.
If you guys want to wait for backup, that's fine. But if you want to follow through with Galen, I can hold the fort here. She slides another full power cell into her laser rifle.
We should probably wait. Maybe. Do we have an ETA on? I guess not.
No, Galen had a rough ET, but was pretty rough. I mean, obviously, since we've got him available on the radio, we can find out if there's an update.
Hey, Galen, how far away is potential backup?
They should be there tomorrow.
We can camp the night.
I got an idea.
What? Okay.
There's wreckage of this vertebrate stretching back about a mile, right?
Oh yeah.
Somewhere amongst that wreckage is a pair of machine guns, big, heavy Gatling guns.
If you can find the weight.
Our knight here could use a heavy armament like that to defend herself. Boise, I think you and I should go on a quick scout while Rebecca and Smiths work on setting up some barricades to get her buried in. If we can find the Gatling gun for her to use to defend herself, then we'll go on ahead If we can't, then we'll stay behind. Does that sound fair? Because I'd rather get on this than wait around too much. And I know you're a damn good hunter, so.
That makes sense. Anyone else got any objections or other ideas?
Mm-mm.
My only thoughts were about checking out
Oh, thank you.
Where
I do.
that-
I do try and work out.
where that. What? Checking out where the signal was coming from.
Yeah, I believe
I'm
that's
sorry.
part of what Oakland's getting at.
But if
Yeah.
you're sure you can hold down the fort here, I mean, you're not exactly.
That's why I want to get her the gun.
Yeah. Well, we can take a look around, a quick scout around, see if we can find any intact armament.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are just gonna kind of do a perimeter search, seeing if you can find like the chain gun sort of things.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Perfect. What are Rebecca and Smith's gonna do in the meantime?
I'm still on the hunt for a black box in this vertibird.
Okay.
Should I do
Perception and survival.
perception and survival? Just gonna ask, was it luck or action points to generate items?
It's luck if you're if you want to like basically kind of alter the tone of the story, not the tone of the story, but if you want to alter the story somewhat.
That'd be a great roll in Torg.
That'd be a phenomenal roll in Torg. This is not Torg.
Yep, that's actually
What do I need to reroll again? Action points?
luck.
Luck.
Luck or a reroll item.
Don't burn through it all in the first game.
No. My
We
luck
still
points
have-
they keep resetting to 6 for some reason, but I know I've got 4.
Because we got some heavier combat coming up here soon. I assume since it's, enhanced robots and Enclave that we're going up against.
Enhance.
Yeah. Right?
I will leave it then.
All right. So no successes and a complication. Okay. And Rebecca, the knight, basically, she's like watching the perimeter, kind of like hobbling around on her legs. She's like, "You did good work."
Thanks. I try. I've got a year or two of experience. Oh, wait, I forgot some zeros. I've got 102 years of experience.
Right. I forgot.
Yeah. That's okay.
Right. And she'll kind of like dig into the wreckage, and pulls out basically kind of like the emergency packs, and tosses it to you. So there should be another stim pack in that.
Oh. That'd be amazing. Are you sure you don't need it?
Galen said reinforcements are coming tomorrow. I can hold out till then. My leg's as good as it's going to get. Maybe better than it's been in a while. I mean, so take that. If you guys are, going to take this work for Galen, you might need it.
Thanks. Yeah, those stim packs are a wonder, aren't they?
Yeah, and I mean,
How
I
do
feel,
the military came up with.
yeah, and I kind of appreciate the fact that you didn't steal the one out of the med pack and instead used it on me. So.
Well, yeah.
People in the wastelands can be jackasses.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
But I was a doctor before there was a wasteland, so
don't get me wrong. If somebody was stealing shit, I would have shot them.
Yeah, I can't say I blame you.
And in the meantime, Boise and Oakland are scouring the wastelands.
Yes.
All right. Give me a. It's going to be a difficulty 3, perception and survival, or one of the two of you can spend a luck point to find basically the turrets.
Oh. How much do I want to move on to the next scene?
You mean starting next game at this point?
True. Well, it's midday, so we could probably arrive there late in the afternoon.
From here,
In the evening by this time.
yeah, looking at your map, from where you are now, Bleakford. If you left it now, you would get to Bleakford in like 4 or 5 hours.
I don't know. Do you want to try rolling?
Yeah, if there's an FAP, I can get it up to 4 dice.
And then I'm kicking in an assist, so.
Oh, that was one too many.
Would you mind rolling my assist, Chris?
Yep. Ooh, 3 successes from Boise, so.
You need to get me some sunglasses so I can get a free perception reroll. Oh wait, that's only in the game.
All right, but you did get the 3, so it does take you guys some time. Unless you want to spend the 2 remaining AP to cut down the amount of time it takes.
You know what? Sure.
Okay.
We're just going to try and generate more anyways.
Yep. So you do manage to drag this carcass of a turret back between the two of you, and when you get close enough, you probably have to like get Rebecca to like get Janice to give you a hand haul in this thing. It is not a man portable weapon.
And then set it up, and voila! And here you go, madam. Turret for you. Defend yourself well, knight.
Right.
And then we can get the heck out of Dodge and head on towards Bleak Falls.
Perfect. And if I remember correctly, Oakland has jury rig, right?
Yes, I do.
So you can repair an item without needing to expend components, but the repair is temporary. So that'll be intelligence and repair from you. Anybody else who's trained in repair can help because it's a big enough job multiple people can work on it.
Ooh. I'm trained in repair.
I would love your assistance, Professor.
If I'm lucky, I might be better at repairing than I am at medicine. We'll see if I'm an actual scientist or if I really am wearing this for show.
You're muted. I heard you. You can roll if you like there, Rebecca.
What?
Okay. So I have a repair. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yep.
I'm wearing my lab coat. I will reroll this.
Okay.
Hey,
Oh,
that's a lot better. Good as new, maybe. I will be back
I
in
will
like
also
a minute.
put on my lab coat.
everybody gets their lab coats on, starts working on this this turret.
Yep.
To make sure that this gets a science, I write it down too.
Okay.
It's not science unless you write it down. That's right.
Perfect. All right. So yeah. So as the you get to work on this thing, and Oakland is taking a lot of shortcuts on getting this thing fixed because it's being jury rigged as opposed to actually repaired. It's like, yeah, and I know that's supposed to go there, but if you bang it hard enough, it'll fit.
Just saying, Oakland, if we break it during repair, it's not gonna fix it.
Don't worry, it'll hold up. It'll hold up just long enough that we need it to. I mean, it's only until the morning when her backup gets here, right? Just needs to last a night.
Okay.
One fight.
Perfect. But as you kind of get it fixed up enough and into place, kind of check the ammunition, you're pretty sure it'll hold long enough, as long as she doesn't hold the trigger down too much. And you guys can make ready to head towards Bleakford, which is where we will pick it up next game.
On to Vertifor City.
Perfect. But everybody does get... Oh, where's my notes for XP? 108 XP.
187. Or 1187, I should say.
But yes, we will pick this up in 2 weeks' time as you guys can make your way to Bleakford, town of the ghouls. I'm sure things will go well.
We'll see when we get there if they're sentient or feral.
Although
Things only go well for us.
I mean the level 1 rad roaches were way more dangerous than the level 5 robots.
It's really hilarious how Boise steps up under stress.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bunch of rad roaches. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, damn it, they're swarming Rebecca. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead.
Functions well under pressure.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes, though, isn't it? When we're fighting, Rebecca will get shot to hell, and we'll all.
we try not to have Rebecca always get shot to hell, but sometimes.
It just seems to happen all the time.
I mean, she conveniently heals with radiation, and there is no lack of radiation in the wasteland. So, if somebody's got to get hurt, it's better Rebecca than somebody else.
All we have to do is find a
Sadly.
friggin' stream, and you can just go rinse yourself off, heal up all your wounds.
Exactly.
Right. Oh,
All right.
good game, everybody. Thank you for joining us, Aiden. It was a
thank
pleasure
you.
to game with you.
Perfect. And we will see everybody in 2 weeks.
Woo!
See you in 2 weeks. Night, guys.
Successful, yay. I'll post some items I think you should have in the chat.